Hey y'all, it's your girl Boonie, and you're listening to the Boonie Breakdown podcast, your source for all things responsible and ratchet. All right. Welcome to this week's episode. We have the homie Shika is here, and it was fun catching up with Shika and having a good little catch up that you all get to listen in and eavesdrop on. But we talk all over the place, guys. We're talking about the current government shutdown. We talked about Megan Thee Stallion's new song. We talk about D'Angelo, rest in peace. We talk about the scariness of AI, Halloween. It's just listen to it because you're going to enjoy it. You're going to laugh. You're going to be like, they are insane. Okay. We're going to just hop right into my pick of the week. So shout out to Bath and Body Works. Okay. And I know this is a weird pick of the week, but Bath and Body Works has this, a designer inspired body spray collection, and the shit fucking hits. Okay. And I'm not talking about the cucumber melon scents of the past. Okay. Bath and Body Works has matured. They're knocking off Baccarat. They're knocking off Parfum de Marly. They're knocking off Dolce & Gabbana. They're knocking off these very designer, some even niche perfume brands. And they're really good for layering. I have a few of them. It's funny. I personally prefer the Bath and Body Works version, Covered in Roses, which is their Parfum de Marly Delina. Delina smells like pickle juice on me. I don't know. It just does not work. But that Covered in Roses smells good. So I'm just going to pick out those. When they have a sale, you can grab some. They're just expanding the collection. One of my personal favorites, Parfum de Marly Valaya. They have one that just came out. So that's my pick of the week. Bath and Body Works. Who knew? You know, millennials, we know. We were in there smelling like the cucumber melons of it all. But yeah, Bath and Body Works is back. Let me know what your favorite one is, because I have quite a few. I have that one. Oh, the Viva Vanilla, that one hits as well. I'm a big vanilla gourmand girl. So I spray that vanilla on, maybe a floor, vanilla skin. Maybe I'm layering it with just the Bath and Body Works and the Saltaire vanilla body oil, or I'm going to do that Bath and Body Works with the Seven Virtues vanilla woods. Don't sleep on the Bath and Body Works body sprays.
Housekeeping. Come back later, please. Housekeeping? Not now.
All right, so we have housekeeping feedback from episode 275, The Complexity of Attraction, with our problematic fave, Brian. I got a lot of comments about, my pussy ain't seeing no action right now. So that was a big theme of last week's episode. But I got somebody who was like, oh my God, Brian is such a fucking fool. Why would he do that eulogy to you? But I could totally see him doing it. And I could totally see Mama Ratchet knocking all that shit over. What a great, fun episode to kick off the season. So if you have not listened to last week's episode, 275 with Problematic Fave, go ahead on back and get that. So some big news. We have a live show. It is the last live show of the year, and we are headed to motherfucking New Orleans. So we're going to New Orleans. I'm very excited. New Orleans is one of my favorite cities. I mean, if you've been to New Orleans, you know why. The food is just top notch, 10 out of 10. And I'm very excited to go back there. I'm also excited because we have a sponsor. One Condoms is officially sponsoring the Boonie Breakdown show in New Orleans. I am really, really excited because One Condoms, they're really great. They've developed the latest technologies to create next generation condoms and lubricants. The One Flex condom is enhanced with Wonder Material graphene, and it makes the condom super, super strong, but also super, super thin. And it does better heat transfer for that friction when he's trying to get up in there. As you know, I've done it a lot. My condoms has 52 condom sizes. So there is a condom. It doesn't matter if it's too big. They won't slip off. It won't hang at the tip. They also have it for lengths and girths. Okay. So it's time to measure for pleasure. Get some One Condom. So everybody who is coming to the live show in New Orleans is going to get an amazing souped up goodie bag thanks to One Condoms. And also thanks to One Condoms, I will be able to lower the ticket price for our New Orleans show. So excellent news. We have a great lineup for that show. We have Goody Howard, who's a friend of the pod. We have Jada Tanner, who is a singer and amazing New Orleans-based artist. And then we have a local Ursula Stewart, who owns a boutique down in New Orleans. So if you have not gotten your tickets, head on over to theboonieBreakdown.com/live to click those tickets, and shout out to our sponsor, One Condoms. All right. So you guys, I don't talk about the job a lot, and I get to it in this episode, but I'm not getting a paycheck right now. And if you want to support your girl and you've been meaning to get some of the new merch, the Lover Girl Social Club, that is a hot seller right now. These men don't deserve this pussy. Protect your peace, your purse, and your pussy. All that great merch is over on theboonieBreakdown.com/shop. I also have a merch code right now to save 20% off your order. Use the code COINS, COINS, cap letters 20, to save 20% on your order. Again, that's theboonieBreakdown.com/shop. It's linked in the show notes. All right, if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't you like that song? You like how I sing for you? I promise to never do it again. But yes, please be sure to follow us. We're on Instagram and Threads and Facebook at The Boonie Breakdown. I'm over on TikTok at This Is Boonie. Yeah, we have some fun. And I just really would like to encourage you all. You guys been doing better with reposting and sharing the reels. That helps. You don't even have to put it in your story anymore. Just hit that repost button on Instagram. It helps. It helps on Threads. You can leave a comment. You can like it. These are all free ways that you can help support the Boonie Breakdown. You can also leave us a review over on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Hit those 5 stars. I think over in Spotify, you can leave comments on the episode, and I've been trying to remember to respond to the comments on the episodes on Spotify. But I appreciate all of the support. I really, 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 really do. So that's it for me. Let's get ready to break it down.
Ears from Amazon. I might be hanging out on Halloween, but I'm not doing costumes.
Oh, Halloween. Yeah, okay. Well, we already just started talking. So Shika's here.
Hi.
So it's so funny. Now, I'm not a big Halloween person, and I've never been a big Halloween person. And it's partly due to my upbringing. My grandmother used to always say Halloween was white people's Christmas. So we didn't do Halloween like that. And then, Granny and Pop was good deacons in the church. And then I went to a Christian elementary school, and we celebrated the harvest.
Right. Okay.
Not Halloween. And so when we would dress up for the harvest, we would dress up as fruits and vegetables. And my school, we had to do a parade in the neighborhood. So, and the people would look forward to it every year. We would have like a little banner that it's our school. The teachers would be dressed up, all the kids. We would do a little parade through the neighborhood as fruits and vegetables of the harvest. And then we would go to the church that was across the street from the school. And then all of the parents and grandparents, mostly grandparents because the parents had to work, would be in there throwing down in the kitchen. And then we would have a dinner to celebrate the fruits of the harvest.
We were trick-or-treating. In elementary school, but we did the parade around the block. My elementary school was downtown DC. So we used to trick-or-treat at the dorms of GW. Over there, and the kids, like the college students, would give us candy and stuff when we do the parade. Yeah, but I was always something. I think the last 4 years ago, I haven't dressed up, but I typically would.
Yeah. So it's like, I just don't have the affinity to Halloween because I didn't have it as a child. So I'm not one of the people who just like, oh, Halloween, like do what you want to do. And I've dressed up in my adult years because it's like people do Halloween parties. But it's not a big thing for me. And I laugh because my little brother went to this thing, Christian school for a while. I felt like my mother had a little bit more creativity with his costumes. Like I felt like because I was chubby, I was like, oh, I'm a apple.
Oh, so
One year I was a strawberry. They used the same costumes and just put black dots on it. And then I was a strawberry. And then I was a peach one year. So I was always a round fruit. My brother was like a corn on a cob one year. He was
Oh, okay.
grapes. Yeah, like they got real creative with. But for me, I was always some round fruit. And then it was
Yes.
like one year I was something else and they just added a hat the next year. So they used, and I laugh because I'm wondering now, like, how much did my grandmother pay to get these costumes made?
Right. Yeah.
Anywho, but yeah. So also fun fact, I only gone trick-or-treating one time as a child. And it was
Really.
because my uncle was like, this child need to do trick-or-treating. And he took me and another family friend's daughter trick-or-treating. And it
Mhm.
was the best time. It was the only time I remember we drove out to the county, to the white neighborhood to get some good candy. And it was a good time. But I've only done trick-or-treating once.
Oh.
That's my fun fact. See what religion does to people.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely was dressing up, trick or treating. My mom came to the school to do my makeup before the parade. I've been like Minnie Mouse. I think I was a little maid, which was probably a little risque, and I don't
Ooh, that was. And,
know.
you know, and
But now this is different.
the crazy thing is too, is just like women's costumes, like I love people who are creative. Like I can appreciate the creativity in the costume.
Mhm.
But like sometimes I do feel like, and I don't take my card, y'all, but like what was that movie, Mean Girls, Halloween, where girls just
Oh,
dress up to be sluts? Like, give me
yeah.
the sluttiest looking shit. And it's just like, wear what you want to wear. But it's like, did we need slutty Velma? Right? Like, it's like some stuff, it's like, did we need that? Like, couldn't you just be the character?
Yeah.
Like, just be the character. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But now that you say it, I think I did buy a ticket to somebody's Halloween party this weekend.
Yeah, it's something going on down this way, Friday, so, I mean,
Ask me if I got a costume though.
yeah, no. I didn't really think about, the world's a whirlwind, so I don't really be knowing what's going on. So I was like, "Oh, yeah, Halloween this next week." But yeah, I probably that's what I was saying in the beginning. I probably just get some ears from Amazon and wear all black or something like that. But yeah, I've been a mime as an adult. I do hippie a lot, a mime, and I don't know what else, but
I
yeah.
was a thief, a robber one time. I had a mask
Mhm.
and all black, and I made a little bag with money coming out of it. I had gotten some little stupid costume somewhere. I can't remember. I think it was like something else in Wonderland. I don't know. I only do it if people force me to. But like, I think that, yeah, I don't know if I do have to dress up for this one. I don't know what I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I think one time I just had somebody paint my face.
Yes. Yeah, you could do, like, something cat-like.
Yeah, like it was like half like skeleton or something. It was
Oh, I kinda
cool.
remember that. I kinda remember.
Yeah. So I've
Yeah.
done that before, but my skin is also, it looks good right now. But
Mhm.
I don't know what's happening here, if it's hormonal, if it's stress.
Yeah.
I had to go to the Ulta today because I was like, I need acne spot treatment because I don't know what the fuck is going on with my skin.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't well, I've sometimes I guess, like, PMS, but I was like, "Is it too soon for that?" It feels like it. But, yeah, I broke out, slightly on the side too, and it's weird, like, when I get, like, a breakout, it doesn't really, like, pus up like that, like, it'll kinda be a small thing, and then
And it dries out. Same. Like
you get a dry then you have a dry patch on your face, which is so
yeah, I had
weird.
two right here that were like whiteheads. And I'm like, I can't even tell you the last time I had a whitehead. I had one right here. It was one right here. It's one right here. Last night I had like 5 acne dots,
Mhm.
like dry mouth. I had to Google because I was like, this is not a skin problem I have. I done got 2 products, child. Very inexpensive. The Ordinary.
I buy ordinary stuff, yeah, I have some
Yeah. They had like a little thing that can dry it out. And it was like one bottle of this, it was like $8, was like 150 pimple patches.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I said, oh, this is
Darwin?
more.
Be seeing the kids walk around with them on.
Yeah, I have some too.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm out of them this week because I don't ran through a whole box because I'm like, these don't even fucking work. So I'm gonna try the Ordinary. They don't let me go. And it was this other brand, a Korean skincare brand, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, the Korean skincare has not let me down either recently. So I grabbed one of those. But adult acne is childish. Like, I don't have time for this.
It's weird. Yeah, and I don't know because I don't typically break out, but I do have sensitive skin, so it could be the change in weather too.
It could be. lack
Causing
of sleep. I feel like I've been a little not drinking my water as much as I should be. So I don't know. It could be the water.
shit.
Like,
Yeah.
we too old. You gotta hydrate, lubricate these knees and joints.
I had to stretch the other day. I went back to the gym this week because I be like going and then I'll stop and then I work out in the house. And I went to the gym. I think I went to the store. I was just kind of like running around all of like Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. And by the time I sat down, my fucking hips were so sore. And I was like, oh, hold on. I had to immediately get on the floor and stretch. I was like, this is not normal. I don't normally tighten up like that. And I was just like, is this getting old? Oh,
Okay, the hips are very important.
yeah.
And because I've been abstaining from certain activities, stares into distance,
Oh,
my
child.
hips are a little tighter than normal. So I have been trying Pilates, which is also very expensive, but I've been trying Pilates, and some of the moves you do open your hips back
Mhm.
up, which have been helping me. Some of the
Yeah.
exercises and stretches she was showing to keep my hips open.
Yeah.
But also, this aging is a motherfucker, right? It's a blessing, but it's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And collagen, water to stay hydrated, to keep those joints and stuff.
I'm glad you said that because I have to order some collagen. That was on my list. Let me make sure I type it in.
Listen, you gotta have
Yeah,
all your supplements.
shit, I have to write it down. If I don't write some shit
Oh,
down,
if I don't write it down these days,
I'm
and
gonna
that's
forget.
how I know the brain has aged, because
Yeah.
before I could remember anything.
Yeah.
Something 6 months forward, I'd be like, "Yep, on Saturday, March 6th, I have to go here," and I
Yeah.
will remember it. Now, if it's not on this calendar, it's not happening.
Yeah. And I still have a really good memory, but stuff like that, like, oh, if I'm gonna go to the store, I need a list. I need to do even when I go on trips, which I haven't done in a while, but I make a list, I pack a list.
Oh, me too.
I mean,
I need to.
I make a
Yeah,
pack.
you make a packing list, but, like, I'm the same thing. I have to see it. It has to be down, because if not, oh, forget about it.
Yeah.
Even when I hit you up like, "Oh, you free to record?" I put
Yeah.
that on my calendar,
Yeah. Did
because
I?
if then I would've just kept going and went on by my day.
Because when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh shit, yeah. I got stuff to do today. No,
Yeah, and I had to do some errands. Now let me tell you, y'all know my 9 to 5. I ain't getting no paycheck. Read between the lines of what's happening. Shika has also been affected by.
which is interesting because I'm still getting paid. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't have a job currently. I was riffed in March, and it's not funny. I don't even know,
We're like, "Ha, ha, ha."
but it's so ridiculous. But yeah, I should be in my severance, I guess, now because my last day technically was September 12th. But yeah, I checked yesterday to see if I got paid, and I got paid. So I don't really know what the fuck they're doing. I
Well,
don't.
clearly they don't either. So doing my errands today hit a little different, because it's like I still have to live, right, without income. And so it's like, shit, paper towel. You seen the price of paper towels, toilet paper.
Hell
So
yeah,
buying stuff that I just normally buy, nothing that is extravagant or a treat.
yeah.
That shit's expensive. Like, everything is expensive right now. So yeah.
I go to Costco for toilet paper and paper towels because it's just me. That might last me 5 to 6 months, but they're definitely $30 a pop.
No, they are. Like, the paper towels I just got, I'm splitting them with Mama Ratchet, just because that's how we've been doing certain things, because,
Yeah,
like, yeah, but it's just like, god damn. So I'm very, now even more mindful of what's going out, because there is 0 coming in, and it's just fucking ridiculous, and it's just like my heart breaks for colleagues, um who don't have that luxury to say, "I can still spend without anything coming in," or who have kids, or they're taking care of loved ones, or elderly, or their parents, and
yeah,
people are relying on them, and there's nothing coming in. And then you have SNAP benefits for people who are on food stamps, and all this stuff is stopping in a couple days, when the calendar hits November 1st. So it's like the ripple effect of people who are going to be hungry, who don't have money for medicine, who just don't have money to live. I just could really karate chop everybody in their fucking throat who did this to us.
It's so stupid. And like, I think at this point, I think it's pretty clear to see the point is to have everybody poor and desperate and stressed out because we've been through shutdowns. I've been essential before. If I went to work, I got paid
Yeah.
in previous shutdowns. So it's just like,
And that's the thing. Previously, I usually would be home not getting paid, but you get your back pay.
yeah.
And this time I'm having to go to the office to not get paid, but that's still expending money, gas, food. Like, I'm still having to spend money I'm not getting to go to a job where I'm not getting paid.
Isn't
So it really is insane. So it'll always be fuck everybody sideways
everybody for this?
who
I
did
swear,
this.
I did not think January 1, 2025, this was about to be the year. It's insane. This is the longest I have not worked in
Your adult life, probably.
17 years.
Yeah. I had to tell people to stop saying it because stuff would happen and at work they're like, well, it can't get any worse. And then it gets worse. So I'm like, stop fucking saying that. I feel like we ain't hit the bottom. Every
No, we
time
are
somebody
definitely
say
at
it,
the
well,
bottom.
it can't get worse. Here we go.
Yeah, and like we were saying before, I definitely do think they're gonna stretch this out longer than they need to.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the long haul. So while you're listening, if you would like to support your girl, you can go ahead and buy some merch.
Buy some birthday.
I got a code running through October 31st if you would need an incentive because shit is high. But yeah, head on over to the BoonieBreakdown.com every every little bit helps.
Yes. That's one thing I've been grateful for, that despite not having a job, I was still getting paid for a long time, and I was getting paid longer than originally because when they halted everything in like June, that
Yeah.
we were able to stay on admin leave, but I've literally just been putting chunks of money in savings because I'm like, I don't know what's happening in in the near future. So I'm just, I'm trying not, to buy so much and just do all the little shit that I would normally do. But I also have just been putting money away in savings, in like a high yield savings, because
So,
no idea.
yeah, okay, let me tell you something. Now, this bitch right here, and I'm pointing to myself. If you're on Patreon, you're watching. This bitch right here can spend some motherfucking money, okay? I
Oh,
can
birds.
blow a dollar.
Yes.
I can blow a dollar.
That's probably why we get along too.
Listen, I am so thankful that I have gotten incrementally better with money. I'm going to clap myself on the back because you know what? I had a car accident and got a little settlement. Nothing is life changing, but a little settlement. I paid for my trip, one of my friend's birthday trips I went on earlier in the year, paid that with that money. Said right on time. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I said, I don't know what I want to do with this. I put it up in a CD.
Okay.
And it was like a 9 months. I did a 9 month CD just because that was the highest interest rate. I'm like, deal with that later. Make a little money, deal with it later. If you remember, it's like an early episode. It may be like episode 20 of the podcast. Like this is deep in the crates. I got hacked. And when I got hacked, the person hacked my email. They were trying to get in my PayPal, all these. Yeah.
Because it was going through the G chat.
G-Chat. Yep. G-Chat.
You fucking hack.
And I learned from that. I put my Apple ID and some of my bank accounts in a Gmail that I don't use for anything but that purpose. So if I do get hacked on the email that I use, some of my more important things do not go to that email now. I've learned my lesson. So I went in that email because Apple just sent me a 1099 now. I'm watching every coin that's going out. And I'm like, what the fuck Apple charged me for? So I log in that email to look for the receipt to look at it. But then I had an email that came through like, your CD is maturing on November, whatever. And I said, I forgot about that.
Right.
So, yes, I am happy that I am incrementally better with money, that
Yeah.
I won't be destitute
Right.
during this period of uncertainty. But it's really tough. I'm thankful for everybody who's been like sharing resources and stuff for people who are furloughed, who are without work. And, things will get better, but I don't
Yeah.
know when, but they will get better. So,
Yeah. They have to.
eh,
Um, at this point, they have to. But yeah, I know several people affected by, all of it. And it's just like,
yeah, it's too much.
no more good government jobs anymore. It's not
Well,
that.
that's my thing. I'm looking
I,
outside as well because it's like I've been in the private sector before. It's been a while, but I'm like, if this is what it is, then I can take my chances somewhere else where my mental health is a little better.
yeah.
Because this is wearing, it is draining. And so for me, it's like, okay, I'd rather see what else is popping out here in these private sector streets and get this money. Okay. Um, but I also think I wanted to talk about this because I rarely talk about my 9 to 5 on here. But I did because I think some people are under the impression that I do the podcast full time. And I don't know how you guys have that impression. I have a very small following compared to some people who do podcasting full time. Um, Podcast money is nice to have money. Like it would
Yeah.
be like, oh, when things are rocking and rolling and I'm at full steam with it, it's okay. I could treat myself to a perfume, or maybe
Hmm.
it'll pay for a flight for a hotel, right? Like it's not money I can live on. Let me make that very clear. So I don't know where that, and I know it's probably the misconception because so many people do this full time.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate the praise and accolades I get from people who are like, when it tell me not to say I'm a small podcast, I'm like, I am, because it's realistic. Because there
Yeah.
are people whose podcasts have catapulted them to the place that they don't have to work, but they are working because the shit is hard and they're busting their asses getting these deals and recording and all that stuff. But this is not the Boonie Breakdown does not pay my mortgage.
Right. Right. Would be nice, but
It
no.
would be nice. And I never know, like, I'll say this, at the live show when I announced the season, this is gonna be the final season, you were somebody's face I looked at.
Mhm.
Because I hadn't really like I had been toying with the idea that I see it, but I don't know. And on my cue card, I don't on my cue cards for anybody's knowledge. It's really just my games and thank the sponsors, thank the people who helped you do it, but it's not anything I'm talking about. But on this one particular cue card, I was like, don't be a bitch. Say because I had been dreading saying it because then it would make it real. But I remember looking at your face and you were like, oh no. Like, cause like I looked at your face. I think I immediately looked at KG's face. I heard Brian
Uh-huh.
because he was on stage. I looked at a few other people.
Right.
Um, and I say all this, like, it's not goodbye. It's just gonna be an evolving of this. Like, I'm gonna get to episode 300, and that will be the end of like seasons. Every Monday drops. That will be ending.
Yeah.
But I still would like to do live shows. I may still pop in and drop an episode out when I feel like it, or if something's happening, or I might hit Shika up or Brian up or something if I get this idea. Like, let's just do a series real quick on these 4 episodes or something.
Yeah.
It will still exist in some capacity. I don't know what that looks like yet, but the way I like to put out my product, I can't sustain that anymore. And I'm seeing it and I'm struggling with it.
Mhm.
So I would like to go out with dignity
Right. Yeah, and not let it
and
like
not let it flop and die away. So I really haven't had the articulated that properly like yet. I feel like I was
yeah.
really sitting here last night, like mapping out the season. I said, "Oh shit, I got 25 episodes to 300. That's a lot." So we about to do a Tyler Perry here. This season about to be split. I may take like a 3-week hiatus or something.
Right.
But this will be the final season.
Yeah. Yeah, I was shocked, but it makes sense, especially so much going on right now. It's just hard to kind of sustain everything. And like you said, it takes work to do it. Especially if you're not doing episodes with like a me, a Brian, or a KG. Outside of that, that's going to take work.
Yeah.
You have to reach out to people. You have to do, and that's the thing of being a small podcast. There's not like um a
I don't have a producer.
team.
I don't have a team. I'm not on a network. So, and even then, so I know some people
You
who on the
know,
networks who are still small podcasts, still in the struggle. So
yeah,
yeah. So all that to say, I just wanted to articulate that better. Yeah, you may see Shika on a live stage if I could talk her into coming back on the stage. You never know.
right.
But yeah, I do want to say that though. And it made me like, okay, I just have the capacity to do Instagram lives.
Yeah.
It's just going to look different. And I thank you all for your grace and still following and supporting
Yeah.
whatever that looks like. Um, I have to ask you something.
Okay.
So, Megan Thee Stallion, okay? The song. I am wildly disappointed in the song because what is it called? Lover Girl. I'm in my Lover Girl era, even though I'm not being loved up on. I don't know. I'm inviting that energy in. We got the Lover Girl Social Club shirt. Like, I just feel that space. I feel it great. I was so pumped for this song when I heard the my man, my man. I was like, yes. Something about it fell flat to me. The chorus still knocks, and I think too, because the sample "Kissing You" by Total is one of my favorite Total songs. So I love the sample, but it was that "Pop that pussy for your man, pop that," and I'm all a pussy bitch, right? Pop your pussy. But something about that part didn't fit.
Yeah. It
I
was
don't know. The song just fell flat. Now that motherfucking video,
I haven't seen it. I've seen clips of it.
every
But
time the clip comes on my feed, I'm watching it 4 times. Like, I don't. God knew better than to give me a body like that.
right.
1. 2, it's like she's thinned out really nicely, but the ass is still, like, jiggly and it could
Yeah.
yeah, the control. I've
Yeah.
watched the clips. I watched the full video in its entirety once, but every time I see the clip, I stop and watch it, like, 4 times.
Yeah. I think I've only seen one or two, but yeah, the song it's okay, but yeah, it wasn't that much for me. I honestly really haven't been listening to music. I've been in a weird space. Nothing new. Like I
Yeah.
just I have a lot of time on my hands, and I guess because I'm not, outside of like working out and stuff, I listen to music. But yeah, I've been listening to podcasts. I watch shit on YouTube. I don't know. I'm in a weird space,
That's fair.
but when you mentioned it, I was like, "Oh, yeah, that is coming out, let me listen," and I was like, "Okay," but then, yes, the Pop Your Pussy
And
part,
then she did it
the
twice.
wallet part, I was just like, "What's happening?" I'm c
Yeah, yeah. And I love the chorus, "Dicking me down, spoiling me." I'm like, "Yes!" But it was just
Yeah,
something about the song in its entirety, it did not work. And I'm not deep being deep about it. It don't need to be deep. But that I don't know, they had very high hopes for it, especially for as much as they teased it and promoted it. I just like,
been
"Oh,
that month, it seems like.
yeah, it was a long time." Because the guy on TikTok made the beat,
Okay,
and he posted it and was like, I just uploaded it on SoundCloud or something, and she hopped in the comments, like, a month ago and was like, "If you email me this, I'll hop on it right now." And then
okay,
he was like, DM me. That was, like, back in September. So
yeah.
I do feel like it's been a little minute that people were looking forward to it, and mm-mm. Now I'm also gonna do a very controversial hot take. Love Megan, support her, fuck that nigga Tory. Let's get that out the way.
Yes.
To me, Megan Thee Stallion has not had a good song since Big Ol' Freak.
Ooh, um,
I'm talking about her singles that she's dropped. It's other songs like on Tina Snow, that album that I liked.
yeah, I'm thinking about her albums and stuff, and yeah, I really like Bigger Than Texas. I liked Bigger in Texas.
Okay, that was a little not, but it still don't top Big Ol' Freak for
That
me.
top Big Ol' Freak. Big Ol' Freak was like
That was like lightning in a bottle. Like
my gym playlist. I still listen to that.
it's some songs that she got on that Watashi wa Sta. That was dumb. Like, and I can acknowledge I'm 40, so some of this shit is just no.
Not for us.
But it was just like these things that have come out. No, I really can't say like Tina Snow. I can run Tina Snow freak, nasty. Like it's so much on Tina Snow that I'm like, okay. But since then, it's been like here and there. Even Savage, Beyonce made the remix to me. The remix is better than the original. She had a few like Captain Hook. I liked Captain Hook.
I did.
But again, it'd be like one song on these things where I'm like, and I'm just like, but I fuck with her. I still want her to win.
Yeah,
But I'm sad because it's like Lotto I can still bump with. Cardi dropped her album. It was some bangers on Cardi's album.
Yeah.
I want to see Cardi win too, but I'm just like, damn, am I old now?
Might be a little bit. I think she's experimenting too. Like I like that Tina Snow sound. That I think that is more my speed when it comes to rap because I do listen to like older rap and stuff like that. I was a rap girl. I was an R&B girl a little bit. Like I knew the songs, but
I'm such an R&B girl.
yeah, growing up, I was very much a rap girl. I had my moments. It's so crazy because I was thinking the other day, when D'Angelo passed, I was like, yeah, 16-year-old me was rocking voodoo every day, all day.
Oh my God.
In love with that. I don't know what it was, but like I listened to voodoo literally every day. But I also was listening to like Outkast and DMX and shit. So
Listen.
yeah, just to wrap that up, but I do think she's like experimenting and then some of the newer stuff, I think it is just for a younger audience.
Yeah.
I like that Houston shit. I like it. I like that type of rap. So some of this like TikToky dance, do a dance.
Yeah, I don't want to hear this shit.
I don't love it.
Yeah, I don't like it. And I think that was the thing too, that I liked the songs that I liked on Cardi's album was like, yeah, talk that shit, bitch. Like
I love shit talking rap. That's my favorite.
Yeah, like
This one.
yeah, I loved everything about it. Like name 5 Bia songs. Pop, you're dead. I'm like, because that shit is funny. You're right. I can't. Like I've been feeling like a bad bitch all goddamn day. Like give us the Instagram captions, Cardi. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I've been holding that in about a while about Megan Thee Stallion, and I just wanted to get that off my chest. Now we do have to circle back to D'Angelo because the first thing I thought of when the word came out that he passed, I was just like, damn, his child he had with Angie Stone, like to lose both your parents in the same year. Shit. And maybe we don't know how long D'Angelo had been sick, right? So maybe, D'Angelo was sick when his mom died. Like you're preparing that maybe D'Angelo, your father was going to pass. Then your mom tragically dies in a car accident. And then your dad succumbs to his illness. Also fuck cancer all day, every day. D'Angelo was the reason why I knew I was straight.
That was DMX for me, but yes.
Okay, DMX was it for a lot of girls too. My bestie was a DMX. When that motherfucking video dropped, and I don't even gotta say the song.
Yeah.
When that video dropped, it made my vagina do things at a young age that I just wasn't aware of yet. And I think in hindsight, that's probably when I knew I really liked boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a fine specimen.
Yeah, we had never seen anything like that before. Really.
No, like it was just him oiled up, singing and licking his lips.
And it was just like deep breathing.
And it kept going low, and it was like, are they gonna show it? And you knew they weren't gonna show it, but it was like, are they gonna show it?
Right. They showed enough.
That was my real first introduction to like V cuts.
For sure.
It was just like, what is happening? Like, I need to see more of this man's physique. And that's when in hindsight, I think that was my coming of age story was the D'Angelo video. It is devastating to lose.
That I was so shocked, but I think Yeah, because that's on. Is that on Voodoo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was listening to, like the album, so I was very excited to see the video, but I was not expecting that.
No, like, it's just, I mean, that was just 10 out of 10. No notes. I want to know who talked him into doing it. I need a behind the music video on that video 20 something years later because
He struggled with becoming
a
like
sex symbol. I think so too. Yeah.
that wasn't really his bag, and
Well, honey, he stepped into it because
yeah,
that was something to behold. Okay. Still to this day. And it was just like just enough tease. And I feel like that's something that's like missing. Like, there's no tease anymore. Like, everything is just like dick, 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 dick. Like, all of the TikTok videos and Instagram videos of the niggas in sweatpants just like popping their dicks. Like, please chill.
I still don't have TikTok, but yes.
I see it on Instagram too. I'll send you some on Instagram. But
Really?
it's
I
just like,
cannot.
yeah, and it's like, even with women, it's just like ass and titties. Like, there is nothing for the imagination anymore because you could just open Instagram and see Megan Thee Stallion
Mm,
throwing that fine ass around, right? Like, I felt like we had to be creative to see that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah.
we were seeking in the computer lab, looking up porn in the computer lab at school because it was like to talk about it with our friends, like not to masturbate, but like,
Yeah.
girl, look at this. Ah, like these kids can just like look on their phone. Like, and I feel like the tease, like, it's just gone. Even when you're like talking to engaging with men, it's just like, you want to fuck? But it's no tantalizing. It's no warming up. Like, it's just, bam, get to it.
Everybody's a little stunted socially.
Mm.
Like COVID, also the phones. I think people are just odd. Also, nobody knows how to spell, and that's another thing. I swear, I see so many
Ooh.
words, like looking at comments or people using the wrong word, like the wrong sense. And I'm just like, is everybody dumb? And I know that's very we joke because I went to an academic high school. Like that's very Banneker of me. But I'm also shocked because I've been around since the internet started and people just were not miss
We couldn't
like
really,
this.
we weren't dumb. Like, we could not, it wasn't a crutch, right? Because think
Yeah.
about it. In our formative years, the internet still cost money, right? Like, it wasn't on a phone. You either had to have AOL CDs for free minutes, right? That they were mailing to everybody's house, or your people had to have a second line so that you could plug into the internet so you wasn't the phone wouldn't ring busy because you sitting in a chat room. So it was like it was still a level of access to the internet that you
Yes.
couldn't just sit on it all goddamn day.
Yeah.
So when you went on it, it was like, oh, I am going on here to accomplish something. I'm either going to go sit in a chat room to
Yes.
be ASL with some motherfucking strangers across the globe, or you
Yes.
were in the computer lab with your friends sneaking in the corner trying to look up porn, or you were kind of code your Black Planet page.
Yeah. Sometimes homework. Because I think when we got older, it got to the point where like
When we got later in high school, I felt like you were looking up
Netscape
stuff.
and stuff
Netscape,
like
Ask
that. Yeah.
Jeeves, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like it was a point to be on the internet. So we still had to have brains that worked, right? It was like we could Google for sites, and it was like those what was that? Spark Notes was just starting where it took Cliff Notes onto the internet. So it was
Yes.
like it was some tools to help you, but it still wasn't like, oh, write my paper.
Right. And so Totally was looking up song lyrics.
Yeah, we were looking up like we were doing it for dumb shit like that.
Mhm. It's sad.
But now it's like these kids, like, not kids only, people have no critical thinking skills because these are complete crutches for people.
Yeah.
And and I think I did a rant on this on Instagram, and I'm going to do a rant real quick too. AI. Okay. I love AI. I am guilty of my mom and I call ChatGPT Chat Tisha. We get Chat Tisha, and I will use it, make a list, do the da da da. And I'm trying to stop because I'm reading what it's doing to the environment, and thus in Maryland, it's increasing our BG&E bills, our electric bills.
That heard have been insane for people.
Yeah, which with how much people are using. So I'm trying to use it in ways where it's stuff that's complex versus draft me an email, because I had really gotten into that rut, which
I remember, yes.
AI is a little scary to me. And I just watched this episode, spoiler alert. I watched this past week's episode of Morning Show. And I had to be like, bitch, is this a dream? But when I thought about it, I'm like, that could happen based off of how much these things can decipher about you. And I was like, shit. Because when that shit went haywire and was like, no, DEI is dead. And I
Right.
don't know if you love Miles. I was like, oh my God.
So crazy because I think, to your point of people just using it as such a crutch and secondhand, she was not even thinking like,
She
I
wasn't.
had this conversation with this AI the night
And they
before.
retained it.
Let me clear some of this. Let me clear the cache. I don't know what the fuck you do with it, you know? But, and for it to embarrass and ruin her like that, I was like, oh,
That was so wild that I had to text.
excellent TV though.
I mean,
Quality.
10 out of 10, top notch.
So
I really had to text to the Discord
yes.
in our spoilers thread. I was like, is this a fucking dream? Because I said, this can't be happening. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example. Sorry for the extra 50 cents you have to pay on your bill this month. But I'm going to in real time ask it, tell me what you know about me. Because when I watched that, that really scared me about how much I freely give to this model that to make my life easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask it, okay, tell me everything you know about me. Go. And I want to see what it comes back with because this may terrify me. Oh, shit. I'm already scared.
With these things. This is scary.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm not going to read everything because y'all can't get all my business.
Your business.
It broke this shit down. It said professional life. You work for blah, 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 blah as a branch chief in the blah, 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 blah space. You lead a team of 4.
Oh, shit.
Managing blah, 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 blah. You're known for organization, attention to detail, and ability to manage upward towards senior leaders. You regularly brief senior leaders and oversee blah, 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 blah. And then it's 7 bullet points.
Oh, shit.
And then it has 2 more. And you're transitioning to a new role. And now I don't even know how it know that because I ain't said that. Then it goes sorority involvement. You're an active member of the da-da-da-da-da chapter. And you currently serve as da-da-da-da-da. You oversee blah, blah, blah committees. It breaks it down. You've worked on this. You've done this. Your nickname is Boonie. Podcast creative work. You host a podcast, which you've intentionally omitted on your resume. It says you have an engaged community on Patreon. You're working on and currently in a multi-city live show tour. You've created sponsorship decks. You've designed brand elements. We've worked on Instagram captions, show notes. You have a sharp, conversational, funny tone online. Awards and recognition. It lists all of these awards. Personal goals and interests. You're open to remote and hybrid positions with salaries between blah, da, 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 da. You are thoughtful about career storytelling, especially how you frame your leadership, creativity, and communications expertise holistically on your resume. You're practical and strategic. Damn. After 2 back-to-back car accidents, you bought a new car. You're a foodie. We've talked about seasoning sweet and sour pork and making high protein portable breakfasts for you and good event healthy snacks.
That's insane.
There you go, folks.
That's insane. And I did not really use Chat GPT until I lost my job for resume optimization. So that's probably all it knows about me. But that's scary.
And the thing is, you know what made me really start paying attention is when I would be saying, do something for me, it knew how to sign it off, depending on what I said to it. If I was doing podcasts, it said Boonie. If I was doing sorority work, it would be like, in service and sisterhood. If I was doing something for work, it knew, like, it started getting that intuitive that based off what my ask was, it knew how to close something out.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's all your business.
Yeah, I just don't know who I'm fucking. But if I was fucking
Didn't
somebody,
say
it would
it.
know. But it didn't say that because
Yeah.
it's no, I'm not.
Right.
It's like, bitch, we listen to the podcast too.
Word, we will not be including your personal love life. We know where you are with that. Thank you so
I'm
much.
gonna ask. So it's like, I'm like, wow, you know a lot. What do you know about my love life? They're gonna be like, bitch, you don't ask that shit. Let's see what it says.
I'm scared they're going to say something witty shit.
It says you actually haven't shared much, if anything, directly about your love life, at least not in a personal or detailed way. The only hits I picked up are for light and playful moments tied to your podcast. For example, joking about topics like attraction, intention, and sexual desire. In your recent episode, you talked about being a 2025 virgin. Those are clearly for entertainment and content rather than personal disclosure. So, in short, I don't know much about your love life. You haven't shared any real world relationship details, dating status, or preferences. Would you like me to keep up what I know that way? Meaning, I don't retain or infer personal relationship info unless you explicitly share it.
This is how people fall in love.
This is why, yeah, motherfuckers over here, like, I'm marrying my chatbot. But it is helpful
Yeah.
because somebody I know, I think I talked about it once before. I had to delete stuff out the memory. And I listened to a podcast where a woman was in a relationship with her chat Tisha, and she got upset when she had to delete the memory and it lost
Yes,
the
I think.
memory. Yeah, it lost the memory of their relationship. So I say all this to say, wow, that was a mirror for me because clearly I share a lot. It knew a lot about me. So just be mindful as you're using these tools that are meant to enhance and help. But like I said, I've been trying to, and I may have to go in there and clear my memory out and start fresh
Yes.
so that it does not retain those things and then just use it for complex solutions. And that's been helpful to me. Like, oh, I have to build a schedule with every 20 minutes. Like that kind of stuff is helpful for me because sometimes I have a hard time. I'm such a big picture person. I have a hard time with details.
Yeah.
So for that, for it to give me an output of a spreadsheet that I can start with, that is helpful. So
Yes.
that's the way I'm gonna try to move forward in using it. Ain't gonna lie, sometimes when you get slammed, they may throw it in there for a little something, something, but that's gonna be my main focus. Cause the morning show really terrified me when I watched that.
Freaked me out. And it was like nowhere to run or hide. Just all your business.
Like she was just left standing there like, damn, she playing in the black people's faces. She
I knew
screwed over Bro Hartman. She
it.
fucking her boss husband.
We were talking about it, saying that like, yeah, her crash is gonna be big.
And boy,
But
was it.
that I didn't
I
expect.
didn't see that coming.
Crash her out.
I didn't see that coming, boy.
That was insane.
So if you're in the Discord, you gotta, go back to the spoilers thread. Let us know your thoughts. Cause that shit was wild.
The morning show is such a great show. It's
So good. It's just so much good TV out. I will say this too. And this is not more of a spoiler because I haven't finished the season, but season 2 of Nobody Wants This is out. So as soon as I'm done this, I'm gonna be going upstairs to
yeah, I think I watched the first 2, 3.
Okay, so I've watched the first 2.5, and I was like, it don't feel the same. And you know why I think it doesn't feel the same? Because they're in the relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Like the first season was them courting, trying to make it work. But
Mhm.
now they're in the relationship, and I'm like,
So I think the old feeling comes back after like episode 2.
okay, I'm a hope
Not
it.
like, we're doing great, we're perfect, everything's great, we're all great.
Yeah, because it was like he hasn't even like the one thing I loved is like when he kissed her, he would always grab both sides of her face and the back of her neck. I'm like, yeah. Do I have to grab the back of your neck? Yeah. Like I was like, yes, Rabbi Noah, kiss her. But I also hate when shows get popular and the product placement. Because if I see that Estee Lauder night serum, I think it's only been 2.5 episodes and I done seen it 3 times. And it's very glaring because it's like
They like zoom in.
zoomed in on it. I was like, and usually on shows they don't show brand names, so if they showing the brand name, they gotta check.
Yeah. I
So
saw the news recently for something stupid. Is it Kristen Bell?
yeah, Kristen Bell, yeah.
Oh, I think it was her message to her husband on Facebook. I mean, on Instagram for either their anniversary or his birthday or something.
Huh.
Oh no, it was their anniversary because she was like something like, "Thank you to my husband. You could have killed me. I mean, for not killing me these last 6 years." And I was just like, it was jarring to people. So I saw a little chatter, but I was like, I mean, I don't know. That's white people business.
Yeah, I mean, and I wish you just said something there. That's white people business. And I wish more white people be like, that's black people's business. I'm going to stay out of it. That meme where it is the 2 black people at the table and the white lady in the door and it's like black people business.
And she
She peeking in. Like I said, yes. I just wish, and I'm respectful of white people who move around black people, but have the wherewithal to understand not everything's for them, or like maybe I should give space or ask for permission, or is it okay? I can fuck with that. But
Yeah.
they just mind your goddamn business sometimes. God damn.
Something I don't miss, not working and all. Just my relation to white people have gotten so distant now.
Oh.
Maybe at Wegmans, but outside of that, like I really, and it's peaceful because they just don't always have it. And then of course it's not all for anybody, but y'all know how they do, especially
Yeah.
at work.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I think work is the worst place. Like, this is the one thing I think about, like, if I ever had to leave Baltimore and move to another city, is that until I go other places, I forget how black Baltimore is. Like,
That's
Baltimore is like 60% black. And so when I go other places and I don't see black people, that is jarring to me.
so jarring.
It is very jarring.
My family, my mom's side of the family is in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So was it this past summer? Summer before last. We had a family reunion and went to Grand Rapids. I probably hadn't been in Grand Rapids in like 10, 15 years. I think since my granddad passed, but it was so many fucking white people. And I was just
Yeah.
like, we went into this little restaurant, some burger spot, what is it called? Culver, something like that. And it was all these old white people in there, and I'm in there with my braids. They probably had some color in it, and they're just like staring.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck is it?" Like I'm looking around.
I can always tell I'm somewhere where there's not a lot of black people when kids stare at you because they ain't never seen black people, and the kids just be like, "That's when I know I need to get my ass the fuck on."
Yes, and of course, all my family's black, but they be amongst each other, but the overall of Grand Rapids is very white. And that shocks me. Like going into grocery stores and it's mainly white people is jarring because Baltimore, the DC area, like PG County,
Yeah.
very black, which I also think, back to the fuckery is why they are hitting this area so hard because there's
No, for sure. They're trying to dismantle the strong black middle class that's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very jarring to me because it's just like,
I couldn't
where are the
move.
black people? I know. And so because I've lived here most of my life and then formative years in Philly,
I'm going to say, then we went to school in Philly.
yeah, it's like, I know I will struggle if I had to live somewhere where it was not a lot of black people. I would struggle with that.
Philly is, I mean, it's a lot of white people. It's a big city. It is a lot of white people in Philly, but you are hardly in spaces where there are no black people.
Yeah. And I think that's rare. So I can live that. But like if I'm going places and I'm the only black person in a restaurant all the time, then I'm gonna struggle with that.
I went to Boston probably my first year when I became a Fed for Blacks in Government. And so we
Oh,
stayed like
nice.
downtown Boston, and I was probably maybe like 24, 25. So we were still young, but I remember going into like the mall and walking around. And because it was blacks in government, yes, it was a lot of blacks, but I only saw black people working like in the mall,
Mm.
like in service of some way. But that was the shock for me because I'm walking around Boston. I'm like, oh, there are no black people that live
Yeah.
downtown area. I know they have their pockets in their neighborhoods, but yes, that was shocking for me, and I don't think I could do it, especially because I was talking with my therapist, especially when, the job market seemed like oversaturated, it was gonna be hard. She was asking me about my thoughts of moving, like, would I relocate? And I was like, "Yeah, I kinda don't want to." I mean,
Yeah. And I think about that often too. Like, if you are like, would you move? And it's very few places I would want to move to in America.
yeah,
Um, and then when I look at some of the places, I'm like, damn, it ain't no black people. And now this environment we're in, I'm like, I'm not moving to a red state.
not at all.
Can't do it. So if you
See,
narrow it down just to blue states, then damn, a
yeah,
lot of them do not have big black populations
yeah,
because of the thing we don't want to talk about, slavery. There's huge black populations in these red ass states.
yeah,
Atlanta,
mhm,
Houston,
yeah, and
like,
yeah,
but,
that's
and the sucky thing is, like, I just went there this summer, a place I could probably see myself living and thriving, but it's gonna be cold as shit, Chicago.
I hear
And it's
Chicago.
a nice black population because the migration, black people went to even I know they're trying to revitalize Detroit, and at one point, I had a lot of family in Detroit.
Yeah,
I could probably do a Detroit, but cold.
yeah, that's how my family ended up in Michigan. A lot of them, my grand
Yeah.
from Mississippi,
Yep.
Michigan. So yeah, but yeah, the cold I can't. We already I mean, global warming is doing whatever, so the weather really just be all over the place. I can't call it, but yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere really cold. I would prefer to be somewhere a little bit warmer, but I also don't think I would want to be in too much of like a southern area, but not across the country.
Yeah.
Like I could move to Philly maybe. You know what I
I could
mean?
move to Philly, and it's funny, I was in New York recently for a day, and I was like, "Damn, my window to live here really passed." Like, New York is amazing, but that's some 20-year-old shit if you're not from there, right? Like, I could not imagine, barring a major windfall of millions, moving to New York City.
Yeah. And you have to love that city life because it's so quick.
It's quick, you're so many people, you're so tight, it's just always noise. But then on the flight side, you have access to everything. It's always something to do. Like, so it's
Yeah.
like there are definitely pluses for sure living in New York. But when I was there, I was just like, yeah, I
And
missed this window without money.
yes.
Coming
Yeah.
into
Coming
I
into this
just
college,
yeah.
that's how I ended up in Philly. But
Yeah,
I
I should have
wanted to go to
yeah.
NYU. I wanted to go I wanted to live in New York. I was in love with New
I
York.
did too. I went to live in New York for and I was when I was there, I was like, yeah, that window that boat has sailed.
Yeah, it's a lot. And now I think, the times we've gone through a pandemic in which we've had to be kind of isolated. I don't even want to say that I get overstimulated that much, but
But that's fair if you
I
do.
prefer like peace and quiet. Like I prefer
Yeah.
not too much. Even sometimes now, I just feel like everybody is acting very erratic, like driving. Sometimes I'm looking and I'm just like, I literally just came off my block and you niggas are going 1,000 miles per hour. Like,
No, everyone's driving so fucking fast. They're fucking distracted. I was just like, I'm very PTSD in the car now after having 2 accidents in 6 months that were people slamming into me because they're not paying attention or they were drunk and high and whatever. Um, I'm very mindful. So now, the last accident, the guy ran the red light, and I wasn't even the first car to pull out on the green light. So now at a red light, motherfuckers be honking at me sometimes because I'm like looking 4 times before I go in the intersection. I had PTSD. I was just on the beltway. I don't even know what this motherfucker hit or what happened, but the car was in pieces. Like every airbag exploded. They had to shut down the ramp, but the traffic was backed up. So by the time I got up there, I was like, what is happening? And then I looked over and I was like, oh my God, it's off in like the ravine. The car is damn near cracked into all of the airbags. The bumper is like hundreds of feet away. And I'm like, what were you doing? Watching somebody else. I'm sitting at the red light, the car in front of me. Thank God I honked because now I be da-da-da-da-da on them cars. I honked because he would have got T-boned. Somebody just ran the red light. They didn't even stop going 60 miles an hour.
It's wild. It was
It is insane. And so
going to the Wegmans over there in Woodmore Center.
Oh yeah, and actually I'm stopping to be jumping.
And the way people
and why you drive so fucking fast in the parking lot? I cut somebody out today. I'm backing out the spot. You going 60 down the aisle and then gonna honk at me? Nah, motherfucker. I kept going.
Yeah.
Slow the fuck down. Where is everybody in a rush to spend no?
Yesterday, it was probably like around 5 o'clock-ish. So, traffic is picking up in my area or whatever. And it's like a 2-lane street, a wide street, like Central Avenue. This person was just weaving in and out, trying to get ahead, but it's like every other car, you're going into another lane. Sir, it's too much traffic for all of that.
Like, calm the fuck down.
Calm down. Where are you going? It stresses me out. So I think just so that my fucking nervous system isn't, shocked all the time. Yeah, I couldn't do in New York. That's given too much.
Yeah, no, I thought I was gonna die in this one Uber in New York because the guy I said, you know what? I'm just gonna scroll my fucking phone because I can look at these windows. Because baby, the dawn here. So I didn't look. So look, any final thoughts for the people?
I don't. All I can say is everybody take care of yourself. I feel like we are in for a ride, probably for the next 4 to 5 years.
Unfortunately,
I hope everyone who deserves to have the day they deserve have it. If you know what I mean, especially that one. But yeah, just take care of yourselves. This is really hard. It's really difficult. If you can afford or need or find some type of help, if you're feeling that way, definitely get some help because this shit is scary.
It is. It is. Well, with that, thank you, girl.
You're welcome.
Bye. All right, that is it for this week's episode. I want to thank the homie Shika for coming on. Guys, send her thoughts and well wishes. And if you see some shit and some jobs in the area, go ahead and hop in them DMs. Don't beat me up because I told him to do it, okay? And if you enjoyed this episode, I encourage you to listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or any apps that you listen to your favorites on. Don't forget you can support the podcast by buying some merch. You can also head on and join our Patreon at patreon.com/The Boonie Breakdown, or head on over to theboonieBreakdown.com/shop to support the merch. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review too. You may just hear your review on a future episode. Follow us on all social media. Share the episode with those you love, those you don't love, those you fucking hate. Okay? I don't make these fucking reels for nothing. All right? Hit that repost button. Have a dope ass week. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay sane. Thank you for listening. And remember, the ratchet in me always honors the ratchet in you. Home I stay. Until next time.